All right, we'll begin with a little music. Maybe God keeps me here like this to stumble a little. If I were to suddenly just turn into light, blinding even myself to the most precious of and necessary illusions, then what hand would hold my own? Where would rest a weary head? What good use for warm hearts, for hot tears? Why eyes to see, why arms to open? Which love family to fall into? Oh, only the best dancers know what grace every stumble contains. Welcome to Shelter and Grace, a sound meditation for your one wild and precious life. It's brought to you by myself, Reverend Elizabeth, and San Francisco Unity. A reminder that I'm doing them live Wednesday through Sunday. The new byline is Mary Oliver's in her most well-loved and known poem, The Summer Day. And this new series is about renewable caring, caring of ourselves and renewable caring of the world, to be better gardeners of this, your one and wild and precious life. Today the theme is Health Stumble. Health Stumble. The first poem you've already heard is by M. Clare from her book Silent, Sacred, Holy, Deepening Heart, called The Best Dancers. M. Clare, lovely New Thought poet. And also I will be reading I Got Kin by Hafez, translation by Ladinsky. M. Clare's poem talks about stumbles and the benefits of a friendly universe, grace in the stumbles. This is a simple lesson, but it's deep, and it is not for beginners. To hear the lesson in a stumble, or even just being willing to hear that it's not about them, their judgment from them or the others or the world, but it's about something deeper in me, a stumble. If we are spiritual beings having a human experience, as Teilhard de Chardin says, it means that we're already whole. We're already whole as spiritual beings, but in the humanness of our experience, we experience disturbances, illness and pain and suffering. And the ocean between these two, the spiritual body and the human body, is about caregiving of yourself and your loved ones. It is spiritual maintenance. That could be the name of it too, spiritual maintenance. Undeniably, pain is a part of our human journey, but is suffering. We don't suffer when we speak of the story of unconditional love in a friendly universe. Unconditional love in a friendly universe. It's not our everyday story, but it should be, could be. How do we get back to health and wholeness when we're having a health challenge? It's a journey in which the whole of the human race accompanies us. We have kinship here, radical kinship, which is a term that Father Greg Boyle uses. Caring, self-care, caregiving is the collective and individual healing journey. The ocean between the spiritual body and the human body is about caregiving of yourself and your loved ones. spiritual maintenance. So how do we get back to health and wholeness? It's simple, but not easy. We have to become willing to hear the disturbances. What disturbs you? What story comes up? We have to hear the lesson in the stumble, or even just being willing to hear the disturbing story that we're telling myself. What am I telling myself under my longings, under the chronic, under the painful? And then to tell a better story. We need to remind ourselves to tell a better story, the truer story that does not change, the eternal story of an unconditional, accepting love that heals. We start with knowing that we are not any of the stories that we tell, but there are helpful ones and damaging ones, to be sure. We are spiritual beings with the whole of the kingdom of God inside us. We are spiritual beings with the whole of the kingdom of God inside us. Eric Butterworth says, God is in us, not like a raisin is in a bun. God is in us like an ocean is in a wave. So how do we get back to health and wholeness? We become willing to speak the story of unconditional love, and we stay open. This love is deep at the core of me and our most precious natural resource for our lives in a kinder world and a more just world. So what is your affirmation today? What is your affirmation? What is your affirmation for your stumbles for love today? Let's take 3 bells and decide. Begin. What do you affirm today for your one wild and precious life? What is in the way of your kinship with yourself, with the negative judgments, with your kinship with your cells, with your body? Replace them with a love story. Let's check in. Checking in with your body and your spirit and your mind as a holy conversation. Here we use the power of breath. Let's take one. Let it fill you up. Hold it. Let it light you up. And exhale all that is not yours to do in this moment. We use the power of sound. These instruments, a Kashi bell from the Pyrenees Mountains, a steel-tongued drum from some artisans in the Central Valley. We use the power of sound to slide in with the right brain, under the words, to get to a deeper place and restore ourselves, to energize ourselves. And then we use the superpower of gratitude to enliven all of them. Neuroscientists say that gratitude is medicine. It is better than oxycodone or Wellbutrin for changing our brain chemistry. So let's breathe into that. Let's breathe in gratitude. Breathe it in through the heart. Breathe it in. And exhale. Changing our brain chemistry. Speaking into the story of love today. Spiritual maintenance. So what needs extra love today? What in your body hurts? Does anything ache? Send the breath there. Let's breathe in gratitude. Breathe it in. Let it light you up. And exhale. Are you harboring stories that disturb you today? Let them go. Breathe into them now. Breathe in. Breathe in gratitude. Let it fill you up. We have so much to be grateful for. And exhale. If we do that enough, breathe in gratitude. We come from the place of gratitude. We become gratitude. Let's breathe that in. Let's become gratitude. Letting go of the story of not enough. We breathe in love. Maybe God keeps me here like this to stumble a little. If I were to suddenly turn into light, blinding even myself to the most precious and necessary of illusions, what hand would hold my own? Where would rest a weary head? Oh, only the best dancers know what grace every stumble contains. M. Claire. Replace what disturbs you with a love story for your cells, for your body, for yourself, even for your fears. find yourself drifting into a story off center, gather yourself with love back to your heart and drop down again. Replace what disturbs you with the love story today. For it all. Use the sound and the silence between the sounds. Send it as medicine to heal what disturbs you. Replace what disturbs you with a love story for your cells, for your body, for yourself, even for your fears. We are home when we remember this place of unconditional love, where your cells are whole and healthy and enlivened, where there is a perfection beyond understanding. This place, this ground of being, this soil for our life, well lived. We remember this place. I'm going to end with a favorite poem that I sometimes abbreviate, but I'm going to add the whole thing. It's called I Got Kin by Hafez. He was a 13th century Sufi poet. Plant so that your own heart will grow. Love so God will think, I got kin in that body. I should start inviting that soul over for coffee and rolls. Sing because this is the food our starving world needs. Laugh because it is the purest sound. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for joining. I hope that I provided you with some sustenance today to stay balanced. Because life is a garden, not a puzzle to be solved. And if you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing so that these videos will come directly to you in your inbox. Blessings on your day. Thank you so much.